Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Christine with 24 Karat Healing. I am a spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, and old soul healer. And today, yes, is the full SuperMoon ritual readings, healings, total lunar eclipse. And in fact, the only lunar eclipse of this year. Did some digging. Apparently, there was one 2 years ago that coincided with the super blood moon, the flower moon. So, and it's also in Fiery Sagittarius, which is part of my moon ascendant. Like if you go and look at your moon ascendant, descendant, and then your actual sign, I am an Aries, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. We're all learning these things, right? So it's very interesting. My sister is Sagittarius, so I definitely feel that fire. Also, just be cautious, Sagittarius. Make sure you look up once in a while. I know you can be prone to be clumsy sometimes. Yeah, get the bruises and all that. So come on in, say hello. Thank you so much. This is really my first live in a while. Hi, Patty. So nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, thank you. Yes. I'm doing better. Every day is, and thank you so much to everyone who has reached out to me. My mother, yes, Patty, my mother passed. It was, oh gosh, it will be 4 weeks. It'll be a month tomorrow. I can't believe where the time has gone. I have no idea. But thank you so much. And hi, TB. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And she's talking about, yes, a sag here. So it resonates. LOL. Yeah. My sister, wow, she always had bruises and cuts. And oh man, I felt bad for her sometimes. Yes. Thank you, Patty. And yes, thank you, Sadhna. Thank you so much. And in the description, thank you for your donation, by the way, Sadhna. This helps pay it forward to others that might not have the means to have, say, a Reiki session or maybe a healing or even, a quick intuitive mentorship or call with me. So I do appreciate that. The link is in the description. If you feel called to do so, if you would like also a private, I will bring you on to StreamYard. I will send you the link. So Sadhna, if you'd like the link, I will be doing those one-on-one readings live. If you'd like the link, you'd like to come on camera, let me know. I will send you the private link. If you do not want the link, that is fine. I understand. And I will still pull, obviously, a card for you and just tune into what's going on with your energy right now, in the now moment. Yeah, it does suck. And I'm sorry for your loss as well, Patty. 2007. Yeah. And I will be talking later. Like I'm doing 2 shows. I'm doing this one and then, of course, my podcast. I'm diving deeper. Just quickly, I'm going to digress off of the full moon stuff here, but I'm going to talk more about grief and losing a loved one. And that could be anything, anyone. It could even be, you know what? It could even be a job, because many of us, or a home or a pet, it could be anything. A loss is a loss is a loss. And from what I know, we are continually being re-traumatized, especially with what's going on. And then, there are a lot of people that are dying around us since 2020. So I really want to dive into that. And, now that I'm on the other side, what to say, what not to say. Gosh, those, a lot of times, if you've never experienced this, you tend to say things that you think will help. So we're going to go into all of that. But all right, let's get to the, why you're here. Yes, this is the full flowery supermoon in Sagittarius with the lunar eclipse. Now, Maybe you don't know what your ascendant and descendant is. If you don't know, you can go to astro.com, I believe. I'm just going to look this up because that's where I found out mine, because I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I am not an astrology expert. This is the best page to go to, and I'm going to put it in the comments here. Just give me a sec. Thank you for your patience. So if you want to go there to find out what your signs are, because it's interesting to look at, really all three. And if you think about it, it's triangle, pyramids, go back to sacred geometry as well. It's important to look at all aspects of who you are. But really, as one of my mentors, Michael Murdad, says, we are actually all 12 astrological signs. Really, you can take a piece from any of them. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It's not black or white, right? We all know that. So you decide how you feel and what feels good for you, right? You could take bits and pieces, but it doesn't have to be the word and the only thing that works, right? We all know this, and we're all learning this. Oh, gosh. Hi, Kelly. So nice to see you. Thank you so much, Lindell. I appreciate your support. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And there was another loss with you a couple months ago with the baby as well. So I'm so sorry. I'm sending, lots of love, extra blessings, healings. We're going to pray for you and anyone else that is here that needs some assistance and some peace and some grace, and just be able to go and flow through it. Because really, when you think of grief, it's in waves. It goes in waves. Every day is different. Absolutely. Oh, hi, Karath. Yes, thank you so much. Greetings from South Africa. Sending lots of love to you from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. All right. Yes, you're welcome. And I love you too, Lindell. Take care. Take care. All right. So, full moons are really just about letting go, releasing, detoxing, appreciate. I thought I'd throw, the appreciation in because, I was reminded with the full moon, there's aspects to the moon. The moon is basically shining light on things that maybe you don't want to look at, and maybe you need to look at and celebrate and have gratitude for, because gratitude is an amazing way to reset your limbic system, your central nervous system. Just think about it. I mean, I've seen the memes online where the one plant was being fed negative words and negativity, and the other plant was being fed gratitude, love. I mean, if plants can feel it, come on. So if you talk to yourself in not a nice way, I'm sending lots of love to you first and foremost. And just know that inner critic will go away when you start infusing the gratitude, the blessings, the appreciation. Maybe you start opening up to your inner child. You want to give her a hug. Speaking of inner child, I watched a documentary, Pink, I believe, and she's a pretty amazing lady. I mean, I know some of her songs, but to actually watch her in action, trying to, on the road, touring, husband, 2 kids under the age of 7, I'm just blown away. I have a great appreciation for who she is as a person, and she is quite spiritual as well. So I did not know that. So, going towards things you're looking at, you're like, wow, this looks interesting. Maybe I should look at it. I'm curious. That's what I mean. That is going to get you to really open up and expand. And the more expansive you are, the more your heart lifts, the more your vibrations raise, the more you are bringing out that inner child of wow and wonderment before the programming and all that other stuff got to you, right? So really we're unraveling all of this together. And my good friend Valerie, she works a lot with the Schumann's resonance. And she was talking the other day how we're getting diamond activations, DNA code activations. Our bodies are becoming lighter and brighter. So you can even meditate on a diamond if you want. Think of yourself as a diamond, as a crystalline body. We are direct source from God. And I was reminded by Joyce Meyer this morning. I listen to her every morning because she gives me an old kick in the butt. But in the most loving way your grandmother would. That's how I see her. If you don't follow her, maybe you should check her out on YouTube. She's quite funny. But she talked about that God did not infuse the Holy Spirit in you for you to have the easy way out. You're here to do hard things. You're here to do difficult things. You're here to do things you've never done before, never thought you could do before. Another friend of mine, she lost her husband last year. And she says, never in a million years would I, I'm a girly girl, would dig out a 32-foot trailer and hook it up to the diesel truck and go camping with my kids. But I did it because I knew that was important to my husband who has passed. And that was a way to honor him. So she said I had to dig really deep and get over my fear and myself and just do it. And she surprised herself. She was like, I couldn't believe it was the fear that held me back. There's some really cool stories coming out. Like if you have a story, share with me. I'd love to hear about it. We're here to share. This is a big community, right? All right. So we'll get to Sagittarius because I like to dive in a little bit. But hold on. Karath. I lost both my parents. Oh my goodness. I was wondering where you were, my friend. January 20. Wow. That was both. My goodness. Today's the day I extended my gratitude for amazing uplifting vibration I received this full moon. Wow. Karath. I feel you. I feel that. For some reason, when I close my eyes, I see this. I see this. I don't know if it's up to the heavens or I'm praying. I'm always looking up. I don't know if that's something you do all the time or your parents did. Somebody was always looking, up or the bright side of life. That was the first thing I got right away. But we will come back and we're going to infuse much more gratitude, much more healing into this meditation and this Reiki share as well. We'll be infusing all of that. So feel free to join along. Oh my goodness. You guys are all coming out of the woodwork. I love you so much. It's amazing. When you put something out and let me tell you, half an hour ago, I'm just going to say it. I didn't want to come on. Anyways, I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm sure we've all said that, right? Right? But I felt, as Joyce Meyer would say, get over yourself. My mom would say that too, actually. Get over yourself. Snap out of it. So I snapped out of it, and here I am. Here we are. Because it's not about me. It's about the collective. It's about us. It's about being in service for others. When we start to think of our tiny little self, it's like on the end of your nose and that's all you can see. Anyways, I digress. Chris, I started feeling lighter, happier yesterday. Beautiful energy today. Many realizations. Yes. And that's part of that diamond code upgrade. And for some of us, it might feel really weird. I've had people tell me they've had a bit of vertigo. So we got to make sure you stay grounded or get outside. get outside. I mean, that is the fastest way to ground yourself personally. Vitamin D, sunshine, nature, animals. I mean, the birds are just amazing. I passed an older gentleman yesterday and he stopped and I'm like, what's he looking at? Oh, he's looking at the birds. I'm like, oh, those little jungle birds are so cute. And he's like, yeah, he says, I just love watching them. They're very mesmerizing. And I do too. The birds, they don't look around and go, oh, it's kind of cloudy today. I don't feel like tweeting. They don't care. They tweet because they can, because that's who they are. All right. Margie, oh, your sadness friend. And she is making big, scary changes. Yes, you go, girl. And thank you for cheering her on and letting me know. We will, bring this in as well. Thank you so much. I know she is. I've worked with her before, and she's an amazing, amazing person. Patty, yeah, raise your hands and heads towards heaven. Absolutely. It's so easy to look down and get down on yourself. And it's just a matter of perspective. Perspective, as I'm reminded. And I missed you too. Thank you, Kelly. Hope you're doing well. Plus a permagrin. Hey, I like that. Permagrin. And Karath is just saying, I raise my hands and hug the sun for being present and wave at the moon for shine its light over the darkness. I love that. It's almost like an alchemist, magician type of energy too. You're holding both, or you're saying as above, as below, right? You're encompassing all of the elements into this. Wow, you guys are amazing. The stuff that you share with me, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. And let me know how you celebrate the full moon or the new moon. I mean, new moons are for planting seeds, right? Seeds of intention. Whereas the full moon is evaluating, course correcting, making adjustments where you need them. Looking at things that are working and not working and where things need to shift, obviously, and moving some energy and letting things go. Right now you have clarity and you're supported in releasing anything that is not serving you, anything. So this is a great time to dance, to sing, to move, to have that beautiful bath if you want. Make some moon tea, make some moon water, charge your crystals, smudge your cards, smudge yourself, smudge your house, smudge everything. I think I saw a t-shirt the other day and it said, go smudge yourself. I'm like, yes, that's what we need to do. All right. So some of the, you're just, maybe you set a goal that's no longer in alignment or there's a project that hasn't been going as planned. So pull out all your lists and spreadsheets and evaluate and let go. And just let go and say, I'm just going to let it go, because sometimes I feel like we want to control and we want to hold on to things because it has to work, but maybe not right now. Maybe it's for later, right? So, and also take some time to appreciate. We talked about gratitude. What have you manifested this month that you're really proud of? Let's celebrate together. What have you set in motion that has gone the way you wanted it to? Right? So you got to take some time to celebrate and enjoy all that you've co-created with the universe. And then you can call more of it in. So the more that, again, going back to this gratitude, when you acknowledge, celebrate, and you're grateful, and then you just say, I welcome more of this. I'm welcoming all of this in, whether it's, it's money. Obviously, we're naturally abundant. More love for yourself. You're welcoming in more forgiveness, less judgment, whatever it happens to be. And if you're, I heard this as well. If you're angry at someone, as they say, don't go to bed angry. Just put it on the altar and say, you know what, I'm releasing this person because I'm choosing not to be tied to it, because those are ways that drain you too. Those are ways that drain you. And it's not like you're letting someone off the hook, but you are hooked in a sense, right? So, and I just said in a sense, but I'm saying innocence. You are innocent We are all innocent. We all have to remember we are all perfect, holy children of God. Bring it back to basics. That's it. Because sometimes we get too caught up in the narrative and, social media and all the dings and the bells and the whistles and the horns and whatever else going on. All this stuff's going on around us. It can be, it really takes you out of where you need to be, which is back here to the heart, to the soul. And I also want to have a special hello to everyone on Twitch as well. This is the first time I'm broadcasting on Twitch, so very interested to see who's coming through. Yes, and that is beautiful, Karath. And Patty, sage the crap out of and do some manifesting. Yes, we absolutely have to believe it as well. Not like, you know what, I deserve this. This is coming from, thinking that you don't. You got to be very careful. You just say you're welcoming all the abundance that's naturally part of who I am. So if I'm blessing myself, I'm therefore blessing the universe and I'm blessing other people. And those blessings come back through compassion, joy, love, and truth. And we are multi-dimensionally messy. But that's who we are, because we have to remember we are human as well, right? Trying to integrate both above, below, all around. So with Sagittarians are all about truth. I'll tell you that right now. I know this because my sister, we're less than 2 years apart, so I hear about it all the time. So we're asking, are you avoiding truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? The truth of who you are. Nobody else's truth but yours, right? And are you maybe avoiding some things you don't want to look at? So that's what the full moon will be like, hi. Are there any financial changes you're avoiding? And is there something and that's why I work with soul purpose as well, like your purpose, something you love, but it's something you made it your career and your purpose, but you're not doing it. What are you not doing? Are you really loving what you're doing? Because I know for a very long time I did not. So I just, and be kind to yourself if you do, are avoiding things and you're seeing some things, and maybe joke about it a little bit too. We can't all just be serious all the time. Got to have a little fun. If you can't laugh at yourself, well then, my goodness. I remember I would not laugh at myself. I was quite stoic. And that might have been like a past life as a nun. It's only this way and that's not proper and all that other garbage. So maybe go back and see if you made a vow of poverty, if you made a vow of, I'll say it, chastity. That would be part of the nun priest stuff. Did you make a vow of unworthiness? There's so many. I mean, that might be another workshop that I have to do. I mean, I've done past lives before, but I think we need to dive in a little bit deeper because there's a lot more ancestral healing that's coming up too. So bringing to light anything you need to change. Hey, I'm going to tell the truth. It will set you free. But remember, don't be mean. You can say it nicely with, a little backing to it. So, and then some things might hurt, like an ouch. But once you get it out, you're like, you have relief. The pressure's off. And you're going to see more corruption and scandals and trials. Now, I don't talk about politics very much, but obviously being, doing the work that I do, I see a lot of things. So I'm just seeing people being brought forward that are not of our highest good, and there's so many. In fact, Dr. Christiane Northrup, I heard her the other day say that because she reminded me, I read a book called Dodging Energy Vampires. If you have not read it, read it. It's a very interesting book. 1 in 100 are psychopaths, and many are in government, politicians, dare I say, CEOs of corporations, many, many, many in the banking system. I am just going to leave it there. So you're awakening your spiritual path to a new level. I'm sure, like, as I believe that was Chris, is feeling the upgrades. Things are changing. I've been deleting and unsubscribing to emails and social media and a lot of things that just don't resonate anymore, because you cannot, if you're rising to a newer level, and that doesn't mean, oh, I'm better than you. That just means vibrationally, you're raising your vibrations. Oh, I'm getting all tongue-tied, to a new level. You cannot be weighed down by things that just don't resonate. That's it. And let's not forget that you also had, there are other retrogrades going on. Pluto, those are ending in October. So, man, they're making a T sign. Basically, it's a T square energy with Jupiter as well. Saturn, the moon. Again, just be aware of Mercury retrograde. Everybody, I know when I first started 4 years ago, people were freaking out. I freaked out about it. I'm like, oh no, the sky is falling. But now I know it's not. It's just being aware of what's going on. Retrogrades just invite us back to look back at things. Take a look, take a step back, revisit, recalibrate, reorganize, redo. And you might notice there's some extremes with this moon energy. 1 minute you're reacting and then you're back to balance. So try not to swing in and out, but back to your 0 point. And fire signs naturally are reactive. So let's respond. Right? Let's maybe take a few centering breaths before we reply to something. Or, like me, sometimes I will sleep on it for a while because it changes, if that makes sense. There's going to be radical risks, shifts in money and markets. And look at how you judge, which is another Sagittarian trait. I think we all do, but again, don't take this to heart. Just be kind. Everyone you meet has a story and is struggling. So create your vision for yourself, peace on earth on the inside. What makes you cuddly? Is it your animals? Is it self-care? How can you soothe yourself? Cooking, nature, and then just have creative responses to circumstances. How adaptable are you? And how resistant are you? Because those are, again, just bringing your shadow self forward. That's it. Don't have to beat yourself up. And Sagittarians are like my sister. She's amazing. She's had her business for almost 20 years. And, this image of that, the bow and arrow, like ready, aim, very, this is very Sagittarian. They are excellent at planning and just going for it. So just try to take that image in too before we go into our beautiful meditation. So maybe you want to get prepared for that. I will be sharing some Reiki as well. If you have anybody else that you would like to be included in this, You can share it in the comments, or you can just keep it to yourself as well. And where Reiki is needed, it will go. And if it's for the world, perfect. I'll be including that as well. And I'm just lighting. I've already done a bit of sage, so if you want to light your candle and get your sage going as well, go for it. Get your Palo Santo, so sage for smudging and clearing out anything that doesn't serve you, and then the Palo Santo to raise the vibrations. All right, just getting prepared for that. And you don't have to watch me. You can lay down. You can do whatever you want, however you are comfortable. This is your time, right? And you took the time to be here. So fully be here, fully show up, fully let go, fully release. Turn your phone off. And if you're on your phone, then I guess turn off all your notifications, right? So I understand we're, in this digital age, right? We don't always have to be on. Let's just be present. All right. So I've got the smudge. I've got the Palo Santo going. I picked up backflow, a little different. Normally I would use, I still have it, but I wanted to try something different. So it just makes it more fun. See, you just try things that, are interesting to you and have fun with it. All right. So make sure, again, that you're feeling grounded. And hold on, I'm going to do something a little different through this meditation as well. I did this with our weekly, we have a weekly Unleash Your Soul's Purpose group, and you guys can join anytime. It's every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. If you'd like a link for that, just comment soul and I will get you the link. It's on Zoom. There's usually around 8 of us, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, but it's a safe space for empaths and light workers and sensitives. And it's a great way to, I believe Lynn would say it's the best hour she has on Saturday every week. So if you want to join that, let me know. But I'm pulling from, this is a new deck that I'll be pulling from for Sadhana as well. But the Shaman's Oracle, Colette Baron-Reid is someone I have followed for a very long time. Her story, very much, we have very similar stories. And she worked with Alberto Villoldo. He is a shaman. And this is a beautiful deck. And throughout the meditation, we're going to start with a card. And as we go through the meditation, halfway through, maybe twice, we'll pull another card. You're going to look at it. We're going to read a quick description about it. And then maybe you'll get more images, words. You might hear something, smell. Your clairs are going to show up. Then of course, your collective team is going to show up. And get ready to, to write some stuff down, journal, piece of paper, maybe something to do with the full moon that you need to do that will come through, that your guides, your loved ones, your angels will share with you. So just be open, be ready. And this is a beautiful deck, and I love what it says. We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. And discover your true destiny as a dreamer. And I love that because I love dreams and I am a dreamer and you're a dreamer as well. That's why you're here. So dream on. All right. So just going to knock, and, you can always ask questions too. So I open-ended questions with oracle cards. So the first card is going to be the understanding card. So what is the essence of the situation, including things you may not consciously know? So these are hidden, these are beneath, these are maybe things that you're not aware of that need to come through. So what is the understanding? What is the essence of the situation right now for the highest good, for the collective? What do we need to know? What is the essence of the situation? Let's try this again. And I believe I will be smudging my cards again, because you get sticky energy with full moons as well. So, all right. So I'm just dividing, and this is the first card that's going to come up. Oh, it's upside down. Overflow. Okay. Interesting, because waterfalls, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love waterfalls. You can see a temple. There is overwhelm and plenty. So the current situation of the group here, too much. So you have so many things that are headed your way, that are occurring in your life right now, but you're thinking they're not possible and you're not worthy of them. Okay. That's the key message here. The key message is not feeling worthy. And I already talked about it. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions. Here comes the ego trying to smash through all of your natural abundance, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. So take yourself out of the conditioning and look your life through the eyes of plenty. Plenty. Opportunities, divine synchronicities that are supporting your dreams. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information. Here we go. Information, stimulation, distracting you from the truth. And I was getting pulled into it too. I turned my phone off. And if your phone's off for an hour or two or for the night, who cares? You know that I heard this. The earth is not going to go off as access because you're not available. Right? So this overflow can be overwhelming. And then you find yourself responding with empathy overload, which is something we tend to do as empaths. So empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst. I've been known to do that too. Fear, impending changes and uncertainties, and it's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in your emotions. But it's time to get back, detach, bring yourself back to life, restore your faith and power greater than you. Remind yourself to focus on your own personal universe, your sanctuary, you. Get back to you. Who's you? Who am I? Why am I here? Not why are they here? Why am I here? Why? Who? Who, what, when, where, why, and how am I going to love myself so deeply, so compassionately, with truth and joy? In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings. You can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. I love this. There's a lot of sacred geometry in this, temples. This also reminds me of like Atlantis in a way. Oh, and then you've got, your north, east, southwest. You've got another arrow pointing. And to the middle, like this is you in the middle. This is you. This is us. This is the temple, right? That's what I see. That's what I feel. That's what I know. All right. And sevens, that was 4 and 3 is 7, is all about inner balance. Inner balance. All right. We will get to the meditation. So with that card in mind, so let's let go and relax. And I'm just going to clear everything off, which apparently there's a lot to be cleared off here. And then just start focusing on your breath and your breathing, letting go, letting God, letting go, letting God. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, worthy. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, worthy. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, relaxed. Totally and utterly relaxed. Now we're going to focus on grounding, as below, as always. That's how we start. And I'd like to bring in a little prayer as well before we start and as we end. We are the presence calling on the universal life force energy to come from source through Christ with love, light, and wisdom to be transmuted and integrated into the earth. We ask for our guides, our angels, and loved ones to be with us, to guide and protect us. We ask for the Reiki and the Reiki masters, past and present, to be with us. We ask that they ensure all that takes place is of the very highest good for all concerned. We are the love of God, we are the light of God, and we are the healing power of God. I am, I am, I am. All right, so just imagine coming from your root chakra, your base chakra. Imagine that you have a beautiful, thick, brilliant white cord. I just heard this is your angel cord. That's interesting. This angel cord is now shooting down your legs and out your feet, and it's smashing through the earth, plunging deep, smashing through the dirt and the tree roots and the rocks and the debris until it reaches the center of the earth. And here there is a giant hematite or hematite. This hematite is black, sparkly black, beautiful, grounding, cleansing, transmuting, clearing your energetic body. It is also keeping you safe and protected from any types of vibrations, including EMF, 5G, any type of energy, vibration, negativity. It will not touch you. It is gone. It is banished. It is no longer part of this thy vessel. That is the decree and declaration. Now we're going to wrap our cord, our beautiful angelic cords, around this hematite. And it starts to slowly rise back up through the way it came until it reaches just to the soles of your feet, and it gently grounds and it stabilizes you, it cleanses you, it balances you, it alkalines you. Alkaline, balance, protection. Now we're going to bring that energy up through the calves, through the knees, to the thighs, to the buttocks, and now we're going to focus on the root chakra. You may see it as a beautiful red wheel spinning softly at a relaxed pace. If you see it going the other way, the opposite way, or going too fast, you can bring this back down to 0 point. Back down to balance, to peace, to you are safe, you are secure, you are naturally abundant, and you are here for a reason. That's why you're here today. You were guided here today. So bring in that energy. We're infusing it with Choku-rei, 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 the power symbol, all the way up through all the chakras as we go along, and bringing in mental and emotional stability and balance. Say hey K, say hey K, say hey K. And bringing in master symbols, Daikomo, Daikomo, Daikomo. Infusing it, sending it where it's needed. We're clearing anything off. We're moving up to the sacral chakra. You see it as a beautiful orange, beautiful, spinning happily. Your creativity is abound. It knows no bounds. You are very in tune with your emotions, and maybe right now you're not. We're going to clear anything off that does not serve you. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's an emotion, maybe you feel tightness somewhere. We're going to release that now. Letting it go. I just see a giant hug, a big virtual hug being extended around you, all of you right now. All right, so we're bringing this up to the solar plexus. The solar plexus, beautiful sun energy. The card I pulled today for the collective was the sun. Number 1 card in the deck, the sun energy. New beginnings, new creativity, new power, new truths coming out. The I am presence, that lion energy, lioness. We're clearing off anything that does not serve you, anything you've heard or known or felt or been told or labeled or judged. It's all being cleared right now. You know who you are. This is your identity. This is your worth. You already are worthy. You're here. And you have a purpose. And it is now being activated as we speak. So we're clearing that off. We're now bringing this up to the heart chakra. This is where your soul sits. This is your soul. Your soul. So as you leave the physical chakras, the last 3, the first 3 that we just went through, we're now bringing this to 0. This is where everything sits. This is your emotional center. This is where you always wear your heart on your sleeve, because that's where it belongs, even though you might have been told otherwise. Too sensitive, cry too much, you're too much, maybe you're too bossy. Those are all labels. No labels here. We're clearing those off. Beautiful green energy, working with the rose quartz, pink tourmaline. If you feel called to bring that in, bring that in. That beautiful unconditional love. This is who you are. Always. And I will expand it further. I'm not going to constrict. I'm going to expand. I'm not going to shut down. I'm going to expand. Grief has shown me it is a catalyst for heart opening. Your heart has to break 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000 times at least. You are so much more expansive. You are so much stronger. You are being shown, led, and guided by your ancestors right now. That's what I'm hearing. All right, so we're clearing this off. We're now moving up to the throat chakra. This is your truth. The truth serum, as they say, the throat. This is your voice. This is who you are. This is your authenticity as well. It is absolutely tied to the solar plexus right now, because you're stepping fully into who you are. Therefore, you're speaking differently. You're feeling, I'm hearing singing and chanting, and you're really opening and expanding this area. I don't know who this is for. This might be for all of us. This might be for someone in particular, but I know that I've been doing this as well, right? We're trying new things. We're all singers. We're all great singers, in fact. There is no good or bad. We all have a voice, and it's time to start using our voice. Clearing anything off that does not serve you. Cutting any cords, any attachments, any energy that is not yours is being cleared now. And we're moving on up to the third eye, the 0 point. Let those visions come in. Let them come in. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you know? So now we had pulled the overflow card about the essence of your situation and things that you're not consciously aware of or know. We're going to get guidance on what to do and a choice of action, given you have the understanding of card 1. And I am directly just pulling, because I pulled one from the top already. This is the second card in the series. You may open your eyes if you'd like, or you can just listen to the message. This is card 58, Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. Interesting. Now, I've only had this deck for a while, but have not pulled this card before. Letting go of self-centeredness. Yeah, okay. Becoming a vessel of possibility. So this is what we need to work on. The mirror is vanishing. So do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed about what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? Here comes the duality. This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. It's time for, I'm hearing like massive humility and just saying, you know what, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I always think of Ho'oponopono. That is the quickest way. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. And you could say that to yourself, right? So we're all products of our conditioning. Remember that this is part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain strict. This is where humor comes in, and static. Seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious, is still too narrow, because that's an ego thing. Ego wants to keep you in ambition, right? You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. Don't put yourself in a box. When you focus too much on this, you become a servant of the ego. So the ego is coming up again because it likes to play tricks on us, guys. Edging God out. That's what I know ego to be. Removing the magic of all possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil of your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? Who would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you. In this moment, let go who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as you are. A partner in co-creation and service to the divine. To the divine. That's it. That's why you're here. Doesn't that feel good? Take all that pressure off yourself. It was self-imposed, right? All right, so that's what we're working on. And 8 and 5 is 13. 13 reduces to 4. 4 is truly about protection. So what are you protecting? What are you trying to protect? That's what they're asking. All right. So now that we have this card and that image in our mind of the vanishing mirror, we are going to focus on the third eye. Really, that's what we need to tune in to. That's where everything sits. That is what we already know, we already feel, we already see, we already smell, we already taste. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you know? What do you hear? I heard, my God, I needed this. That's what I heard. So, yeah, finding more ways to just, boom, let go. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Finding those quiet spaces to have a moment. All right, so we're just clearing that off now. We're moving on up to the crown chakra. This is highly wide, open, expansive. You can see this as a beautiful white light. Maybe it's a little bit of lavender. It's any color that you resonate with, not, with what they say are those colors. Maybe it's a rainbow, because we all know a rainbow is a spectrum, and the spectrum is white light. Boom. You are the rainbow. That's what I'm hearing. You are the rainbow. And we're fully connected and activated and anchored in God's truth, in God's love, walking with Jesus, putting anything on the altar for the Holy Spirit. To truly know thyself. To truly know thyself. Who are you? Who am I? Who are we? We are one. We are here to co-create. We are here to collaborate. We are here for community. We are here for service, connection, love, joy, peace, abundance, bliss, truth. So we're going to bring that beautiful energy all the way back down through the crown, to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart. Now we're merging that beautiful grounding hematite energies along with the heart and the beautiful heavenly, universally, synchronistically, energetically, all of that rainbow spectrum, that white light, we're bringing it down. All right. And I'm going to bring Archangel Michael in. He really is someone I work with quite a bit as well. As a protector, he's got his golden shield of truth, his breastplate of love, his sandals of, I want to say, nurture, because that's part of nature and grounding. And he's taking his golden sword, and he's cutting any cords, any leftover debris, attachment, energy, anything that does not serve us as well. And we're putting in some prayers for Lenny and his wife. I'm just seeing if there's anybody else. A Karath as well. We've got Chris here. We've got Patty. We've got Kelly. We've got Margie. We've got Lindell. We've got TB. I'll make sure I'm not missing anybody. as I bring in this prayer. Miss Marcia, I see you, I feel you. All right. So today we have all of those beautiful, beautiful souls, and we're sending out love and peace and joy and prayers as well. And the grace to bring it all in. The grace to bring it all in because I know that God is unlimited, God is abundant, God is the awareness. God is everlasting and supporting. So I know that I am part of God, and you are, and we are. And the truth is, and I affirm that everything that has been done here today, and even if you're watching on the replay, is for the highest good. And we are sending out these blessings, these healings, prayers. We're wrapping our arms, our love. We're sending all of that out to you now. And I affirm that it is being done because this is a co-creative process. And so it is. Amen. All right. So take your time coming back. Maybe you want to write a few things down that you felt, that you heard, that you've seen. Again, clair activations. You might have felt tingles. You might have felt warming in regards to the Reiki. You might just feel a total sense of peace. That for some reason I see a lot of cradling around the heart area, that somebody is fully encapsulating your heart and protecting it and soothing it. And I heard bringing it down. I don't know what that means, but bringing it down. So I don't know if somebody has maybe anxiety or the heart is racing or something is going on here, heart palpitations, which you have to be careful with EMF and all that too. So maybe look at your spaces. Are you on, the computers and that too much? Do you have Wi-Fi? You need to look at all of those things. And get outside more. We need that vitamin D. And you may share with me if you'd like, but I'm going to the last card. So the understanding card was the essence of the situation. All right. So we have too much overwhelm. We're too stimulated. It's too much. And we're having this ego clash here. Mirrors are coming up and we're really holding ourselves. The ego is wanting to hold ourselves down, and the ego is not the enemy. It is actually part of who we are, but we have been programmed. We're undoing all of this. I think this is why this mirror is coming up. We're smashing the mirror. That's what we're working on. And the potential experience that arises from doing this. Oh my God. Was that just not talking about hearts here? Hello. Every time I've been doing this for 4 years and I'm still like, wow. Okay. This is the result. The heart. This is where your home lives, is in the heart. Oh man, I'm getting emotional because there's a reason. Love in its truest form, compassion. And that's why I'm here. That's why we're here. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. It is absolutely a home. And there's a heart, and there's hearts all around. Oh my God. And God, look at that energy. That is beautiful. This is your true home. You're being called back to your quiet place where your soul resides. So put everything on hold for a short while. Make an appointment with yourself. You're being offered love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. And this is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Absolutely not. If it doesn't feel good, no, not for me. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it's that easy when the heart home shows up. There's no need to forgive anyone or anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. Only the ego likes to bring that stuff up. So it is only your belief in that story, and it's time to smash that story, that mirror. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment, preconceptions, and allow spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative you heed the call. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. The universe orchestrates a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. You know, when they say rock bottom, or I think I heard it on the other day, God was speaking to you loudly. And sometimes we don't listen until you're like, holy crap. Okay. Do we want to get to that spot? That's what I'm hearing. Like, do you need a health crisis to come up, or some other type of crisis for you to pay attention? All right. So those are your cards for this beautiful full supermoon, flowery moon, lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Let me know how you guys felt. I'm just going to catch up with some comments here, and thank you for still being here. It's been an hour, and yes, okay, we definitely are praying. We've sent those prayers out. We're letting go. We know that they're working in the highest good for you, Patty, so much. Karath is saying he's a Sagittarius. It's time to release the old and make space for new ventures that I resonate with. Yeah. See, when you drop things, new things can come in. It's just like decluttering. Now, I'm not saying, you can give all your stuff away and then you buy new stuff. I'm just saying when you clear out that closet, you're like, it just feels better. I can go in there and it's like, instead of, yeah, it's that energy, right? Yeah, stand tall for I got your back. Oh, well, thank you, Patty. You're so sweet. I could feel that. Sending universal hug with love and light from South Africa. Thank you so much, Karath. Totally inspirational and vibrational vortex. Yes. And Karath, universal jolt to awake to see the bigger picture. Yeah, the bigger picture. I like that, the eagle vision, or the birds, the hawks. It's that perspective. It's seeing everything at 360 degrees, not like you can't see nothing when you do that. All right. And yes, hi, Marcia. I totally skipped your comments. Oh my goodness. Missed you. Yes. Nice to see your beautiful face and soul. Very comforting. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we are sending love and light for a peaceful transition to Miss Maddie and strength for Lenny. Thank you so much, Marcia. Your work is definitely coming forward. All right. Is Sadness still here? I don't know if she is. I haven't seen her, but I might have to connect with her after. And Patty is asking about if she's on the right path. Gosh, I know that one. I was reminded today by Amazon pictures or something. It just popped up. But 2 years ago today, I was at a psychic fair, my first psychic fair. And let me tell you, I was excited to go. But before I went there, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't want to do, I'm going to skip it. Oh my God. Both days were full, packed, booked. Who am I kidding? You know what I'm saying? So there's a reason I brought up this story. Who are you kidding, Miss Patty? I will say this. You are absolutely on the right path. It's scary. I understand. But there's a reason you're doing it. Here's your card. Radical acceptance. So it takes time. You have to accept, and each day will be different. You have to trust and know from the divine that everything is working for you. Loving what is. So it's asking you for 100% of your heart, body, and soul. They all have to be aligned with your new endeavor, right? And, the beloved, it's a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly. It's both. So, but they're also talking about a business venture, a project. It's calling for your full attention. Love it. Let it light you up. Give it your all. Screw up. Fail. Who cares? Just do it. Get up. Get yourself out of the way. Surrender to the truth is your passport to bliss. All right. Do not hold back. Do not be afraid, because this is transformational for you. Clearly, surrender is the key. Get rid of the harsh critic. No judgment. Don't listen to other people. Don't be seduced by, people trying to sabotage, and don't be the saboteur as well. Yeah. So just connect back to here. Why are you doing it? Have you written a mission statement for yourself? It's kind of like an affirmation, but it will really tie into your business. Why are you doing this? Who are you? Who are you going to serve? I guess that's my suggestion for you, Patty. Okay. Okay, Sadhna is here. Hi, Sadhna. Now, would you like to come on with me live on StreamYard? I can send you the link. Let me know either way. Hi, Paula. Thank you for being here. Hi, Rhonda. So nice to see you. Love seeing all your bird pictures, by the way, and your animals. And Patty is just saying, this is exactly how I felt. I started selling Norwax and was exactly like you, scared out of my mind. Amen. When you're scared, you know you're on the right path. I'm telling you. And the ego wants to be like, oh, come over here, Patty. It's nice and comfy. All right. So yes, Sadhna is just saying it's good. She can do it here. She doesn't need to be on the screen and all that. So I'm just going to go through the rest of the comments. Yeah, Chris, am I on the right path? I think I'm just here to heal my traumas, past life, and intergenerate. Yeah, absolutely. We're all doing that right now. And we're all, but soul purpose has been the focal point for 2021, because it's like, who am I? Because all this stuff with my family and all this other crap and past lives and traumas, it's all being lifted now. And I'm like, wow, I am not who I thought I was or was told who I was. Those teachers or anybody, exes, oh, you're not smart enough. You can't do that. Watch me. Watch me. That's all I have to say to that. And Patty, Marcia has just given you some lovely words here. There's a reason I was supposed to be here today. My niece is going to start selling Norwex. Look at this. We got a Norwex party. You will do terrific. It sells itself, Miss Patty. Lovely, lovely. And actually, Marcia, I have, maybe when you were on the call last Saturday, the Unleash Your Soul's Purpose call, I did not share my dream journal with you because it was the night before, 2 nights before, I dreamt I was holding a baby. And I don't know if I know that there's going to be a new baby in the family, right? So that was your niece. But it felt like a girl. But I was holding her about 6 months old. And my goodness, the love I had for this baby. And I don't know anybody that has a baby. So I immediately thought of you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hold on. I am just going to look quickly as quickly as I can. Now, if you do not keep a dream journal, anybody that's never heard this or watched my videos before, do so. And if you don't remember, practice with prayer every night before you go to bed. Ask your angels, your guides, your loved ones, God to come through and assist you in your dreams. And you can astral travel, meaning you can travel with other people. You can, gosh, there's so many things you can do in your dreams. But anyways, you might start with a word or a sentence, but now, you get into full pages like after practice, because it's a practice, just like anything else. You ride a bike, you have to practice. You meditate, you have to practice. You do it every day, and it's something that you're dedicated to doing. So, all right. Yes, I was dreaming about a baby, Marcia, 6 months old. I was with her. She was unpacking stuff. We had a pet eagle. Now, this eagle was very symbolic. It was giant. It was in the water. Giant eagle, but it felt like a pet. So I don't know if you have any resonance with this in regards, Marcia, with eagles. And then it went on, there was lots of water, swimming. The baby loved water. The baby was already crawling. And then it went random to being in a drive-through for some reason, and some guy was trying to grab my coffee and stuff. It was, so I don't know, that part not for you, but that part, yes. Absolutely. And Marcia is saying, wow, how terrific. My niece wants a girl. And it's going to be a surprise, so maybe you solved the mystery. Maybe the universe did. I don't know. But I'm feeling so much love for this little girl. Like, I just felt like she was my own. I didn't want to let her go. She was so cuddly. So anyways, it's like she's a total gift. Okay. Miss Sadhna. I'm going to shift gears here. All right. Let's tune in here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a card first, and then I'm just gonna see what comes through as well as I'm doing this, and see if there's anybody from your collective team that wants to come through. Oh, this one flipped over. As you can see, this card. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is a new one too. The Wall. The Wall. Wonder if you can see that. It's kind of it probably doesn't show up that well in the camera, but to me it looks like a pyramid, but it has a keyhole through it, and through the keyhole is a full moon. Can you see that moon energy? It also looks like an eye, the one eye, the third eye, the pineal gland we're working on. So being inconvenienced by life, interesting. Detours and non-action. There are moments in your life when you are so geared up, so sure that you're on track with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. Yeah. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right in alignment with the divine. It's imperative you change your attitude now. So it's a temporary roadblock. It is not an obstacle to blast through. When I see obstacles or roadblocks, it's almost like a detour, or it's something to look at. Something's not working. That's what I'm hearing. Something's not working. You need to look at it in a broader perspective. Something about the big three. I don't know what that means. The big three. I'm not sure. But it's telling you it's not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry. Don't worry about who will win or lose. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down, contemplate the part of manifesting, that the equation that there's something missing in this manifestation. So life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Absolutely. The universe will drop in and say, hey, what about this? And I feel that's what this is. And it may be inconvenient, but you're human, but you're a human being, not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of mortality, that you're a small part of a bigger universe when your destiny intersects with others. But your life may be meant to serve another purpose. Your attention is directed elsewhere. So consider that this place of temporary non-action is actually meant to be for you. But all you desire and have set in motion needs time to form on the other side. Oh, yeah. Time, patience, big three. All the elements are not in place yet. Patience and wisdom. Take a break, contemplate gratitude, let go. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. But this is how it looks. It's like, oh man, I was just going for this. I have all these plans. And it's like looking like it's not coming to fruition, but that is your perception. Something about making peace. Or no, we're putting pieces. Here we go. We're putting pieces together. We're the puzzle. It is a puzzle. There's more pieces. There's a piece missing. It's not ready yet, is what they're saying. It's not ready yet. And I heard something about a partner or a prospect or I don't know, peacemaker. I don't know what this is. See, it'd be really good if I could talk to you on real time here, face to face, so you could acknowledge this in real time. But you can put that in the comments too. But yeah, a partner, someone that's in or coming in. I'm just hearing very prosperous, very, this is going to be very prosperous for you, for like the collective, for the team. So I don't know if you're working with a team right now. That's what I'm hearing. It's a team effort. It's not just one person. And going the distance. Like, this is not a race. This is like a journey. This is a journey. It's one step at a time. Moments like more peace, more peaceful moments, more solitude for you. I almost feel like you're going to get everything you need in a meditation. Interesting. I don't know if you're starting a meditation practice with this person or a business or something around, because I just heard I just seen the wall come down and total 0 point quiet meditation. This is what I seen for you, Sadness. So I don't know what that means, but that is for you. All right. Rhonda's just saying, I never thought of writing out a personal mission statement. Yeah, I did. And I sometimes I tweak it and I have it, behind the computer here on the wall so I can see it every day. Because, you get up and you're just like, and then you look, you're like, yeah, okay. Hello. It's not about you. It's about the collective. You're welcome, Rhonda. Patty did write a mission statement. I'm doing this for our world and our mother Gaia, ridding the world of toxic chemicals and plastic waste being dumped into our oceans. Yay! Amazing. And I will share about the oceans, actually. They take out more carbon than trees do. Something I did not know a couple months ago. We do need our trees, our ancient trees, especially here. They are cutting down 800-year-old trees, and I'm like freaking out. So, but I'm, quietly freaking out and praying and doing and calling MPs and Parliament and trying to hold people accountable. But anyways, the oceans are, yes, Patty, great reminder, very important. I watched a documentary called Seaspiracy on Netflix, and it's about the oceans. Very interesting. because the ocean, the fishing industry, that is a whole nother animal, and it's all about money. Go and watch it. Anyways. Thank you, Chris. I look forward to seeing you coming back. Thank you so much. Marcia. Yes, we went through that. Yes, and congrats on your new family. Yes, on the new baby. Oh, Karath, there was a universal power jolt. Just had a blackout for 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sure the energies are just off the charts. I know that the Schumann's resonance has been white out the last couple days. So if you don't follow that, you'll get an idea. Because once you're tapped in and tuned in, you can feel what's going on. And then you look and you're like, oh, the ego's like, yeah, let's look. Oh, confirmed. Okay, thank you. But anyways, it's just fun to look at. So Sadhana, this resonates. I have to move out of my place earlier than I wanted to. And I'm trying to see it as an opportunity to follow my soul's purpose. You're welcome. You're welcome. So much gratitude to you as well. You're so amazing. You have such a beautiful heart and spirit. And just know wherever you go, each step, although you cannot see the stepping stone, it's there as soon as you put the foot down. It's coming up to meet you. That's what I see for you. So sending you lots of love, lots of love. All right, guys. So let me know what you've manifested this month and that you're really proud of. You can share that with me. And what have I manifested this month? I'm just going to talk about it right now because it just popped up because it's near and dear to my heart. Before my mom passed, there was supposed to be a Christ Consciousness Summit, right? Remember that, guys? Remember? Well, it is coming back. June 5th and 6th. Let's get rid of this banner. Live streamed on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm going to put it on Twitch too because I'm sending out lots of love to you guys. And there's going to be different light workers and healers and guides and mentors and coaches. There's going to be prizes and giveaways. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We did it last year with the 5D Summit. This year, we know better and we're doing better. So we're calling it Christ Consciousness Summit. All right. So let me know what you've manifested. Is there anything that you set into motion that has gone the way you wanted it to, or maybe not? And I'm going to spill my tea because I'm not of Italian blood, but sometimes I tell you, the hands just go. It's like I'm orchestrating a symphony if I knew how to do that, but I do. All right. Did you set a goal that's no longer in alignment or set out on a project that hasn't been going as planned? Gosh darn it. Those plans, I tell you, they get interrupted. And I always see, when one door closes, God opens a million, right? Or the rejection, as you so see it, is protection. It is being redirected somewhere else. Over here, because you're too busy here, right? And if you have your own card deck, trust your intuition and the signs you're receiving from the universe. Pull a card and ask what you need to release. Not yes, no questions, open-ended. So let's say, I'm working on a project. How do you see this project going? Or what do you see in this project that I need to look at? Or what do you see I need to release? Those are open-ended questions. All right. Oh, and I forgot. There are a few people that have shared. Please share this out, tag a friend, comment, subscribe, and be entered to win a 30-minute Reiki reveal session with me. Yes, with me. Even if you're on the replay, guys. I'm going to let this go for a week because with the moon energies and even retrogrades, there is a 1-week shadow period before and after. So I'm going to make the draw let's make it on a Thursday. Next Thursday will be the draw. Okay. So you have lots of chances to get in. Oh, Patty, Eastern time. You are 3 hours ahead, my dear. So 10 a.m. would be 1 p.m. Yes, there we go. All right. Yanni, but I'm getting to the end of the show here, but thank you for being here. Subscribe and follow me or like me on Facebook, and then you won't miss, like even on YouTube, follow me there because I put up at least 2 videos a week, if not more. And I'm always doing new moon and full moon, so look forward to those. I also have the weekly Zoom meetings for empaths, sensitive, and light workers, which is free every Saturday. So if you want that, comment soul. And you manifested love, but it's not really here. Well, I tell you, Yanni, love starts here with us, with you. You got to love yourself first and foremost, and work on yourself. Interesting, I'm hearing a song, Build Yourself Up, Buttercup. You know that song? It's an older one. Build you up, buttercup, baby, just to let you down. So don't let yourself down. Build yourself up always. And the work that you do on yourself will radiate out, and you will attract the love you deserve. Coming from a former people pleaser, I know this to be true. And Kelly is officially a non-smoker. Woohoo! Yes. Amen. I am smoke-free 3 years. I lost track. It feels good though, especially when you're climbing mountains and stuff, right? Right? And Marcia is so excited about the summit. So am I. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, hard work there, Kelly. We're congratulating you all. Super hard. However, I feel I'm bipolarly breezing through it. Yes, that does make sense. And you know what? My mentor has said that, we all have some form of bipolar moments. And some of us, yes, are absolutely bipolar. Same with autism. I believe that is the spectrum because we are not living fully from our soul. We are not living intuitively. Now, I'm not a doctor, but from someone that had depression, anxiety, and 2 attempts to die by suicide, I know this to be true. So I'm sending you lots of love. I tell you, swinging here, swinging there, bring it here, bring it here, bring it here, bring it here, every time, every time, every time. And maybe you want to smash a pillow, throw some plates. I don't know. Do something that just gets it out. I understand. I get it. I get it. It took me about 20 times, but I quit. So yeah, we love you too. Amen. Oh, Chris, it is 10 a.m. Pacific, and I will send you the link after we're done here, okay? But thank you for being here. Sending you lots of love. Yes, yes, patience. Loving yourself makes you a magnet for love. Absolutely. Dang. It's self-love, self-care, knowing thyself. Boundaries. Don't forget boundaries, because if you like to rescue people and people please, people will see it like a beacon. You gotta watch that, but be in service for others. It's walking a fine line. It really is. But hey, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yes, this will be on at 3:00 today, guys. I'll be back in less than 2 hours to do my weekly podcast live show, The Power of Healing Your Energy. So if you want to talk or listen more about grief and losing a loved one, show up for that. 3 p.m. Pacific, that should be 4 Mountain, 7 Eastern. Got a typo in my own typo. I also have a chakra series on YouTube. I just posted the heart chakra, unconditional love. You can check that out there. And if you'd like a reading, sign up for my newsletter. If you want the newsletter link, just say newsletter. You get $20 off your first reading and healing with myself. So, all right. Have an amazing full moon. Enjoy it. Be like the flower child, flower power. Just think along those lines. And remember, you're working on being overstimulated. You got to work on that. And that's what's in your field right now. Overstimulation, bringing it back, looking at your mirrors, your ego stuff, and bringing it home, baby, to the heart. And right now I've got 8 likes and 8 people watching. Boom. 8s are all about alchemy, infinity, unlimited energy. So I love it. See how the universe works? It's not mysterious. You have to pay attention to the signs. So what are your signs? And I have videos about signs and symbols, past lives, empath, healing, trauma, you name it, it's there. And if it's not on YouTube, let me know. If there's a topic that you want me to talk about, send it to me. Leave a comment. I will absolutely redirect you to a video, or I will have a video about it. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you, Kelly. Mwah, sending you lots of love. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome, Karath. Yes. Yeah, that's right. You're okay. Yeah. No, you're 3 hours ahead of me, my dear. So, Chris, I've got you for newsletter. Love you all. Enjoy the full moon. Send me your pictures if you want. I'm going to get out and have a look. I tried to last night, but it was cloudy. So what are you going to do? Look at other people's pictures, right? I can look tonight because officially here it was at 4:30 in the morning. So anyways, all right, guys, sending you lots of love. Please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.